Hey folks, if you're new here, I'm Jay. I teach all things IllumiBot at a first grade level. So welcome if you're new. My whole deal, I'm brand new to IllumiBot. You're seeing that all the channel is about IllumiBot, Atmos FX. So my goal is to teach you on my journey as I learn. And the big thing was I was super passionate about wanting to get into projection mapping, but the tech was too complicated for me. Not that great on a computer. When I found out that this came on a phone, I was ecstatic because I love the power of the creative. So my goal is to show you how to do these things and teach you at a first grade level so that it's so oversimplified. You're like, we got it, Jay. We figured it out, right? Because I was always frustrated in school when I didn't understand something, especially in the tech world. They're so advanced that it's just simple to them, but they don't slow it down for people who aren't quite tech savvy. So that's kind of my goal. Those of you that don't know me, I have Crohn's disease. So once a month, I'm down in bed. I just took my shot. It usually knocks me out for a week. So if you see the content slow down a little, it's because I might be on my med and it puts me in bed. But my plan is to upload a ton of content. You've seen not so much house stuff. Now that we're starting to move with it, I'm gonna start uploading a ton of stuff on the house so you can actually see what the images look like, how they're animated. And I plan to teach you how to do the music, how to do everything as I learn it. Now, if you're already doing this or I invite you, please comment into the community, because I plan to learn from you, we plan to learn from you, and if you can contribute, there's no dumb questions, please. I ask pretty bad ones, right? But there really is not. This is how we all learn from each other, so don't be shy as you watch these videos. Please comment, because what I love most about this is it's so powerful, but you can do everything from the phone. That's the magic. Once you get your house uploaded, right, and it's, some of the beginning stuff, which I plan to make very easy for you. That's my goal, to take the fear out of it all. You can literally create your shows in your bed. You can upload, you can look at the images. I love that everything can be done, or on the couch, right, wherever it is that you unwind, you can do that at home. And I just like everything's from the phone. Now, if you haven't join the Facebook community, IllumiBot on Facebook. Amazing. IllumiBot's going to be putting out tutorials and how-tos and how to learn, and there's going to be, it says on the website that they're going to be coming eventually. They're going to be 2-minute tutorials. So you can look there if you're super fast with tech, and I know they explain things really well, because when I don't know what I'm doing, they'll handhold me to be, this is how you do it. You can go there, and then my plan is to overly simplify it with this long form content to teach you, okay, we know how to plug a cord in. That's simple. I want it just to be so that everybody understands how to do this, to take all the fear. And just remember, they're constantly upgrading the tech, right? So sometimes if you see an image isn't made right away, you're like, I don't know, what. It could be that they're constantly, anytime that new imagery comes out, the VO3 and the different formats that make images, they're trying to get the best. That's what they've told me. They're constantly want to be cutting edge with the images. But can you make a show right now? Absolutely. Masking, right? We're going to go over that. If you're finding, I'm just giving you some tips. I know this video is going to be about a simple vocab, let's get familiar with some of the words. When I'm done telling you guys this, I'll put it on the end. I just show you, which is another great thing. I love it's on the phone. I can go into the phone and screen record and show you. I didn't know how to screen record on the computer, and I've always wanted to teach certain things. I don't know how to do that. We can do everything on the phone. So that's amazing. But if you have an old version and you have IllumiBot, right? One of my issues was that the stylist wasn't that great. Well, I'm on an older version. If you update that, right, and I'll do a video on that, you'll get the latest version. But here's the thing, when you update it, your IllumiBot has to be on, right? You're like, well, I updated it on my phone, the IllumiBot has to be on. And then you can update, the stylist should work now. So masking is much easier where I'm at in my journey. Not too bad. I did the corner pinning once. Me and my wife kind of did it together for the first time. It's challenging, right? Like my plan is once I clear the med, go out there, sit. And I really believe this. I've said it before in a video. I think you can get it to once you learn. And this is my whole idea. Like there's some questions. I'm like, all right, when I'm corner pinning, what are some of the tricks, the tips? How do I like, I'm going to go through all of that, right? But I believe once, and I'm not there yet. Once you get to, you could get it done under 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, meaning that if you took your IllumiBot, went to your friend's house, your neighbor's house, you could corner pin in less than 10 minutes. I think, right? It's one of those things, once you get it, you get it. But I think the biggest thing is you need to be patient in this journey. Some of you who watched my video so far and like, yeah, I know he said that, but a lot of people are new. Like this is so big and it's going to be really big, that people get nervous in this process. So you need to be patient with yourself. Otherwise you'll get angry at your spouse or your partner and want to, I've seen arguments like, so this is frustrating. But listen, I plan, at least on my channel, is to handhold you to the simple. You probably already saw a few of my videos. I'm like, he really does go simple. But that's what I need, because I'm scared to death of the tech. Right? And when I talk to some of the guys at IllumiBot, they're so advanced. I'm like, slow the train down. So if that's you, right, and you're nervous, don't be. I'm scared now, making the video, right? Like I'm learning what I'm doing. But my promise is you're going to go simple, right? Like you might get to the point where you can watch a 2-minute video on IllumiBot, but yeah, we get it. Or maybe like you need the deeper dive. That's kind of what I'm here for, is to go deeper dive, because, right, like if I can teach it to you, then I know it, right? So it helps me out too. So this is just real quick. So I'm going to show you, we're going into just simple vocab. You're going to see it on the video, whereas they're going to ask you, let me just say it first, and then you can process what I say, and then you can watch the video and go, okay. So they're going to ask you on a helper, you have a question, something's not tech. They're going to, all right, go into your IllumiBot. And you're like, where is my IllumiBot? I'm going to show you when the video is at the end, so you see it. I want you to hear it auditory, right? Because people process different ways. It's at the very bottom. There's a section that's the bar, the navigation bar terminology. First word at the bottom of your app. That's the navigation bar. It goes point, prompt, and there's a play button where you make your shows, then community, and then maybe something else. Anywho. At the very bottom, it says point. You're going to push point because we're like, we need to get into your bot. So then you push point and it's going to show you a picture with a number, right? And they tell me, they're like, push your bot, Cooley. I'm like, what bot? It doesn't say bot. They're all the thing with the number. I'm like, oh, so that thing with the number, you'll see it on my video. I think it says 150 B01. I think that's my number. That number is the number to your bot, okay? That's a bot. So that 150 B01 you'll see, or whatever number you have, your number will be different to your bot. That's the bot. So then you push that, and it's gonna take you inside. You'll see the masking, where's the corner pinning, stuff like that. So now I'll go to that. You can see me explain that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If I don't know, I'll try to go find out. But within the IllumiBot app, you need to download the IllumiBot app. There's inside, and we did a quick video, where's the help button? You can ask questions there. Like if you join the Facebook group, if we can answer something really fast, we will. But most of it should be done in the app, because then they create a ticket and then we can track you the progress. Did the question get answered? Right, if that makes sense. And the guys are really fast about getting back to you. Team is amazing. And like, don't take my word for it. You'll read the comments, right? So, all right, let me show you this. I appreciate you guys being here. And like I said, once I clear this med, I'll start cranking out videos for you all so you can see, and then we'll do the how-tos and what the images actually look like. But you're gonna be surprised, and I'm gonna give you some Halloween tips or tips when you're doing your displays, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, that most people don't do in the neighborhood. And when I tell you these, you're gonna go, you're right, like nobody does do that. And that will 10x your show. All right, here it is. Hey folks, just some quick IllumiBot terminology so you'll be familiar with the terms. Not that hard, it's just you don't know what you don't know. So if we ever help you on a call or you have a question and they say, all right, we want you to go into your bot. And you're like, well, where is my bot? If you look at the very bottom, that is called your navigation bar. So anytime they say down below on your navigation bar, it says point, it says prompt, it's the make your outline, it says play, community. That's your navigation bar. So if we want you to find your bot or go into your bot, click point. Now then you come to here and you see this and you're like, they asked me, go into your bot. I said, I don't even see my bots. What is my bot? And they said the number, silly. So that number 150B01, that 150B01, that number, right, is tied to your bot. That's your bot. So then they're gonna say, all right, we want you to click into your bot. So push that button, that 150B01, click that, that's your bot. That's gonna take you here. Okay, so once you're here, this is where you're gonna upload your photo because you push that your bot, that number. You're gonna create your masking, and then this is where you're gonna do your corner pinning, all in the point section. Corner pinning, your masking will be there, and then this is where you're gonna upload your photo.